tiger. Let's put some lights on, shall we? No. Give it that one. Me, you should never come near me. I am a tiger. Tiger, tiger. Do, 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 do. Oh, hey. No, he's not there yet. Oh, leather. Here we go. See if anybody comes up. Right. I'm going to do a spread. Oh. If anybody wants some cards flipped, let me know. Probably turn that round a bit then. That didn't work, did it? Oh, do you know? Okay. Maybe not. Do you know? That's going to bend through the wire with that. There we go. It's great having all this technology, isn't it? Estate. What's wrong with you? Piece of shit. There we go. It's better. Okay, I'm just going to do a Sagittarius then. Did we do Sag? I don't know. No, I'm just going to do whoever needs it thingy. Right. Any undesirables? They're going downstairs, yeah? Better. So we're just going to knock the smoke and that into a bit of top up jingles. I'm going to do a smaller spread. That's going to require a bit more reading because I don't use this deck very often. I'm just going to need my reading lens. Oh, which is there. That's good. I know where it is. I'm going to use the Cathar tarot. It's a little different. It'd be great if I knew where it was. Oh, here we go. Now the Cathars were based in southwest France mainly, but across to the sort of northern Italy. And the Vatican didn't like them very much and wiped them out. In a nutshell, they came, they Cathar, they conked out. Excuse me. So I'm just going to I'm not even going to frame the question. I'm just going to say what is the most important message that needs to come out for anybody who might want to tap into something. So what's going to be the most useful message for people who are likely to accidentally trip over this? So to page energies. I'm going to show myself. I'm going to try one of those. These are probably too more like placards to actually do this with, but I did it. So I'm just going to do a 3, 2, 1 diamond sort of triangle shape. But these cards have much more meaning to me. And then depending on what comes out, I'll build it from there, depending on what comes out. Okay. Right, let me just get some druid juice. No druids were harmed in the acquisition of that juice. But if anybody wants any cards flipped, just right in there. It's had a beautiful bath actually, so I'm all sort of blissed out actually. So this one, I'd like to say thank you to subscribers and welcome to anybody who's new. I use these live broadcast things because it's easier to get them loaded up onto YouTube. It's not really to go live, as it were. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. Who's next with what? Seven of Pentacles. Oh my God, I might make this quick and go and watch somebody else, but oh, the Fool card. Okay. Oh. But I think I'm going to finish this first. If you want to hang around, right. I'm just going to do fewer cards, but as I said, I'm going to read the book and finish this off as a general message. So the Ace of Pentacles. What is it? It's a wisdom. There we go. So these positions are current energy, what you need to clear. That's the Seven of Pentacles, that was the Ace of Pentacles. And then if you successfully clear that, then that's what will happen. The Fool card. But as I said, because this is quite a spiritual deck, it might be slightly different from what's normal. So I'll just read these out. So positive is the influence of this card, that it is said to reduce the negative impact of less well-aspected cards around it. It suggests great success and accomplishments, prosperity and good fortune. There may be a tendency to rest on your laurels, but the luck that attaches itself to you offers a way out on a road of your own choosing. Even reversed, the card offers visions of wealth and profit, darkened only by the emphasis on materialism and corruption of power of wealth. So the corrupting power of wealth. In other words, if you make it big, be careful how you let this affect your life. So, on the collective basis, anybody watching this that's the Ace of Pentacles. But it's its significance within this Cathar deck. That's why I really wanted to show. It's a huge card. It's as you heard. It's one of the most fortunate cards in that whole deck. So that's current energy. So what needs clearing is the Seven of Pentacles. So they're a bit knacked because we got caught in the rain together. So they're a bit knacked. Okay. So again, this is what needs clearing. This card is all about gain, money, profit, wealth. The older meaning for this card in tarot tradition has more to do with taking a break, purging yourself of the clutter in your life, of things no longer needed. Be careful of being too much of a perfectionist. Such an approach can limit your progress. Take a deep breath and you will find you can weather any storm. Well, one saying your abundance is you've got abundance, and actually the other one is saying only take what you need, really, isn't it? Otherwise you're going to be forever dusting. That's nice. That's a good reminder to anybody, isn't it? So then we've got this Fool card next. Wow. So there you go. That's a nice bit of thunderbolts and lightning. So I'm just going to disappear over to where the light's better. I'll be back in a minute. The goal of every Cathar was to be recognised on both earth and in heaven as a bonhomme, or a good man. Despite their relaxed views towards the feminine, the Cathars do not seem to have possessed a word for good woman. Therefore, bonhomme is used to refer to both genders, and finally to assume the mantle of parfait.
But to reach this state of grace required a long period of service and endurance, a passage through the cruelties and dangers of the false word of form. To achieve, to achieve this, the credent undertook to live by a code of life that recognized a very different set of values and principles to those of the rest of the world. First, they must acknowledge that the world of flesh and form was the creation of the demiurge, or the devil, and that the physical life was merely a shadow of true reality. Credence must not eat the flesh of any creature, since these were also the creation of the demiurge, and therefore unclean. They took with them only one book from the New Testament, the Gospel of John, which came closest to revealing the truth about creation as they saw it. Thus stripped of many of the central beliefs of Christianity, the credent began on his journey in a state of innocence and nakedness that excuse me, exactly parallels the fool. The fool is outside the world of illusion and has no number. It's card zero. He leads the way along the road, viewing all his encounters through the eyes of simple believer, who is yet aware of the shadows that surround us and seeks to pierce them. Like the innocent grail seeker, he knows little of the world and desires only to ascend to a higher state of being. He invites us to abandon old ways and habits and strike out into a new world of joyful awareness. And that's it. Carefree journeying, foolish wisdom, innocence, unpredictability, clarity, curiosity, extravagance, wandering.
Okay. So that's basically, yeah, I mean, there's all this abundance around. But really, you know, like Saint Carol Channing once said, money's like manure, it's no good unless it's spread around. So that's really what this message of the Seven of Pentacles was. And so harbouring too much money would be greed, or the love of money, which would, you know, put you. The love of money is the root of all doodahs, as we know. So once actually you figured out what you need and got yourself sustainable, it's like the old expression: a good enough is as good as a feast. Shut up. So once you've actually resisted the temptation of the love of money, then you do become this innocent. And then you can start, whatever you've done along the way, you have this reset as the fool again. So that's the present energy, what you need to master, or you know the issue here, and then this is the future. So that's what you become. So whatever these two positions were, to actually from now through the lesson to get that, you know, I mean that's perfection. Because obviously when you get to the end of the journey, you only get to go again if your heart is as light as a feather. And so yeah, by resisting the trappings of money and, you know, the ills of the modern world, as to whatever age you live in, there's always ills of the modern world, aren't there? But in this example, it's greed, really. That's quite a heavy, that's quite a powerful massage. I've been looking at this. This is the Hermit Tarot, or the Hermetic Tarot. So I'm going to do two here and come down to one, and if anything needs filling in, we'll do that, and we'll get a demon card, and then to see what you've got to negotiate to get out of the cycle. Yeah. These are actually good to go, so I'll take these. Okay. Well, we've got the Eight of Swords and the Chariot. So if you figure that all that money, the Ace of Pentacles, and this temptation of the money, which is the Seven of Pentacles, the card that links the two, so the bridge card in between is this Eight of Swords. So yeah, money can duck you up. But by resisting to fall down that little, you know, the plug hole of it, that's how you get to the Fool. So that's how, you can't even see that. Oh, it's not gonna work. Well, you know where they are. And to get from the Seven of Pentacles to the Fool card, the Chariot. The Chariot is Cancerian, isn't it? So it's quite a spiritual sun sign. I won't tell my clam joke. Seems a bit off colour, isn't it? But the minor arcana are the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups. So the Two and the Three of Cups are very much about love, and love is the highest vibration. So it's quite a bit of high vibing stuff there. But actually the Chariot is about holding it all together and getting it over the finishing line. And once you start, you can't go backwards. So it's a dedication to the journey. And so to have that with the Fool, especially as we started with 0, and the Chariot is number 7, 0 to 7, that's quite a big movement because 7 is their number. And then you got the Seven of Pentacles, so actually you've got the Ace. There's a lot of important numerology going on here. The Chariot is called Lord of the Triumph of Light. Yeah, the Triumph of Light, and then you go from that into the Fool. So that's quite the link. So we'll see what brings the Eight of Swords and the Chariot together, and then maybe that will be the end of it if you've got sufficient. Probably the Eight of Wands, which has flown all the way over there. Actually, it's not, it's the Knight of Wands. Lord of Fire and Lightning, Lord of Flame and Lightning. So the Knight of Wands is a disruptive influence. So the Eight of Swords bridging over to the Chariot, that is true, because the Eight of Wands would be a disruptive influence to anything. Let's get just one more to bridge it at the top. Coben, are you still here? Because do you have a general area? Five of Pentacles. That's incredible because the Five of Pentacles is going to go on top of the Seven of Pentacles, and so it's not. You could see that as actually stripping away. As long as you've got enough to eat, it's not about putting yourself into poverty or in a position of lack. It's actually just you could be seen as just streamlining your life, couldn't it? Wow. Let's get one last one. Because this is quite succinct and tidy. I think I might just post this and do another one for another spread. This is lovely. This, I don't want to sound too gaudy, but whenever you use the Cathar deck, there's something just
about it. Might have been a minstrel in a previous life. Who knows? Okay. The process, the process of putting down the 5 of stripping away and getting down to the 5 of Pentacles. If the love of money is the root of all evil, it would be the process of the 10 of Wands. Putting down the money that could lead you astray. Wow, this is getting a bit biblical, isn't it? Wow. Ooh. There's a lot here about not taking more than you should. About not taking more than is your fair share. And remembering the gift of giving, not receiving, but the gifting. The gift of giving is something you give to yourself. By giving, you give yourself a gift. It's almost instant good karma, isn't it? The gift of giving. Yeah. Let's get a demon card. To see what could possibly screw this up. Okay. Ooh, did you see that? We didn't get this one. I didn't get that one. We got this one. IPOS. For the 2 of Wands. So if anybody connects with this reading, 2 of Wands is about making a plan to move up and off, zipping up my boots, going back to my roots. So look up IPOS. There's a link for demonology websites which will give you information about how to defeat demons. I'm not saying, there's no way I'm encouraging to summon them or even flirt with them. I wouldn't. I've never done it. I would never advise it. Stick with what you know. Well, why people find playing around in the dark more attractive than actually being light, I'll never understand. But it's good to know how to defeat these. Okay. Right, I'm going to knock that on the head and come back a bit later.